If you're watching this, there's a good chance that something in your marriage feels off. Not necessarily broken, just distant. Like you and your spouse feel more like roommates who used to be in love. You're not fighting constantly, you're just not connecting either. And that silence between you has started to feel louder than the arguments ever did. That's what I want to talk to you today about. Why couples stop connecting and what's actually happening beneath the surface when they do. Well, hello, my name is Brady Daniel. I'm a licensed professional counselor that specializes in marriages. And I'm the founder of Numa Marriage Counseling and Coaching in Southlake, Texas. I have worked with hundreds of couples who would come in saying some version of the same thing. We love each other, but we can't seem to get back to where we were. This video is for you. Now, here's where most couples get it wrong. They think disconnection is a communication problem. So they try to talk more, fight better, and schedule date nights. And sometimes that helps. But more often, they find themselves right back into those same patterns just a few weeks later. That's because disconnection isn't primarily a communication problem. It's an emotional safety problem. When two people stop connecting, it's almost never because they stopped caring. It's because somewhere along the way, one or both stopped feeling safe enough to be known. Maybe there were too many arguments that ended in shame. Maybe one partner started shutting down just to avoid conflicts. Maybe life got heavy. Work, kids, finances, and emotional intimacy was the first thing that got quietly set aside. Over time, the distance became the default. And the longer it stays, the harder it feels to cross. Now, here's what makes this dangerous. Disconnection is reinforcing. When you feel distant from your spouse, you naturally become less vulnerable with them. Less vulnerability means fewer genuine moments of connection. Fewer genuine moments of connection means the distance grows. And as that distance grows, the risk of reaching across feels higher and higher. Couples therapists call this a pursuit withdrawal. One partner feeling disconnection starts pushing for closeness, more conversations, more reassurance, more presence. The other partner, often feeling overwhelmed or inadequate, pulls back. The more one pursues, the more the other withdraws. The more the other withdraws, the harder the other one pursues. Both are trying to fix the same problem and are actually making it worse at the same time. If this cycle sounds too familiar, you are not alone. It is one of the single most common patterns that I see in my office. So what breaks the cycle? 3 things consistently can make a difference. First, name what's happening without blame. Not, you never talk to me anymore. However, I've been feeling far from you lately and I miss you. That shift from accusation to vulnerability is small in words and enormous in impact. It invites connection instead of triggering defense. Second, lower the stake on small moments. Couples who reconnect don't do it through one breakthrough conversation. They do it through hundreds of small ones. A question asked with genuine curiosity. A moment of eye contact held a bit longer than usual. A hand on the shoulder that says, I see you. Start smaller than you think you need to. Third, Address the underlying emotional injury. If the disconnection has roots in a specific wound, a betrayal, a period of neglect, words that landed hard and never got repaired, those roots don't just go away on their own. At some point, they need direct attention. And that's where working with a professional, a pastor, a coach, or a therapist, doing structured work through a resource like a book or a workbook can help make a difference. If this resonated with you, I want to offer you a next step. I've actually written a book called Unstuck that works with individuals that can process their pain so that they have the space to connect greater as a couple. It's practical, faith-integrated framework for breaking the patterns that keep people disconnected. There's also a companion workbook designed to help you move through the material better, and they're both available on Amazon. I'll put the description below. Now, if you are in the DFW area, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and you're ready to work with a therapist, my practice is Pneuma Marriage Counseling and Coaching in Southlake, Texas. You can learn more and even request an appointment at counseling@pneuma.com. If this video was helpful, I ask you to subscribe, as I want to be posting new content all the time covering marriage counseling, infidelity recovery, and faith-integrated tools for couples and individuals who want more to life than just surviving.